Star Wars unveils its first transgender stormtrooper.
This will be a special stormtrooper, of whom their marksmanship, would be so pinpoint accurate it would make a sniper elite jealous, of whom will humble every single person in the room when they Zimzer walk in it for being so brave or something, and will probably have a special power of some sort and be placated to due to the fact that it deserves special treatment because reasons. Oh look, somebody used a horrendously overused buzzword to describe someone they've never met, which, given the usage of this particular word from this person, is rather ironic. Not to mention the fact that barely anyone really gives a fuck about being called any of the phobisms, including bigots, as it pertains to this whole Star Wars debacle. I'm not denying that it could have been bait. I'm merely responding to the very premise, based on what we've seen via observable reality. Alright, so there's now a transgender stormtrooper, supposedly. And we're all supposed to give a fuck. Why? What do we keep hearing from transgender people? They keep crowing on about how they want to be accepted in ordinary society just like everybody else. So why are we giving a fuck at all? Personally, I don't really give a fuck if a trans person has just been introduced to a long-standing franchise like Star Wars. If a character's transgender, that's absolutely fine with me, but that shouldn't be the reason why they're included. If they can fire a laser pew-pew straight on, have a tangible effect to the story, or turn babyface and save the day, is effective at what they're supposed to be doing, really couldn't care less. But we know what's gonna happen. Well, if it happens. If a transgender character is introduced into any franchise, the way they identify will be their entire personality, with some kind of socially justicey agenda injected therein. And all the people who pretend to give a fuck will urge us to go and see this character in whatever franchise it is, or we are indeed a bigot. You know, Disney and Lucasfilm, they constantly placate to an audience that's less than 1%. What is it, like 0.7 or something? They often diminish long-standing characters to make way for the supposed transgender character, potentially. You know, thus disrespecting the fandom. It gets wholeheartedly rejected. And then if the whole thing flops and gets rejected, well then it's somehow our fault. So you can fucking miss me with all that bigot talk. Especially when those of whom you would call a bigot just don't really care.
Do we liberal intellectuals understand why MAGA hates us?
I sense how upset you are.
I'm not convinced that MAGA hate people like you. More and more of MAGA are learning not to interact with people like you. For many, many, many reasons of which I've already stated before in other videos. So I'm not gonna get into it unless this person mentions it in her video.
I don't think we do.
Wait.
I don't think...
I fixed it.
Like, I don't have money.
I am perfectly aware of that.
But, like, can you feel this, like, sense of superiority that I have? For no reason.
Don't know if I approve of that.
So you're more or less admitting that you are a kind of supremacist. You know, in my experience, those who have to state that they are intellectually superior typically are not.
It's no really great reason, but I do have it.
For a bad-mannered, bad-tempered, outrageous female.
And it's weird, because I do have MAGA friends.
That's great.
Are you one of those friends who has MAGA friends around you so that you can convince yourself that you are superior to them? You sound like a shit friend.
I'm not that hoity-toity where I don't have any MAGA friends.
You're very kind.
Definitely getting those hoity-toity vibes, that's for damn sure.
I live in an area, if I didn't have some MAGA, I wouldn't have any friends.
Why did the insult machine suddenly give compliments?
Why don't you test those friendships? Why not tell them how intellectually superior you think you are to them? I bet you won't do it.
I need a reminder that I'm a good person.
But, so I have this one friend, Laura, and she's really, I don't know if I'd say smart, she's sharp. Like, sharper than me. Like, she's really good at math and business and shit that I'm not good at. She's actually decent at debating. But I said, yeah, Laura, but you're not intellectual. And she goes, what does that mean? I'm like, that's exactly what I mean, because you don't know what intellectual means.
Jerk-off of the year.
Now I'm starting to doubt your supposed intellectualism.
Brace yourself.
Because I think it's very clear that your friend Laura was asking you what you meant by that. But, I mean, I wasn't even there, and I could pick up on what was actually being said. Or rather, what I suspect was actually being said. Just once, I would like to cover a video like this where the person has a understanding of self-awareness.
It's the desire to learn and want to learn and enjoy learning and learning weird, eclectic shit for no reason because you want to learn it. I don't know, man. And that's what makes me fucking feel superior to you.
Pardon me?
I'm sorry. But like, I also know that, like, that's bad. I'm like, I know enough to, like, know that, like, that's bad of me.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Like, to feel that way towards someone. That I need to love her anyway. That's what a liberal is. And I'm like, how is that bad for me to be a liberal? I just want you to have good things. How am I the bad guy here, man?
Maybe despite the fact that you recognize that you thinking that you are intellectually superior to your friends is a negative character trait, but yet you say it with such jovial glee. You're not even close to a fucking liberal. You're just a narcissistic, vain sycophant with fascistic tendencies. It seems like the world you live in is this big, but that's how you like it. It's remarkable how you just tell them yourselves all the time. On all social medias.
Oh wow, is that a mockingbird?
So I just found out who this person is and what they did. And now I completely understand everybody's contention regarding her presence on TikTok. And how she wants to supposedly help people. She wants to help people. Can I match that energy? Can I find an equivalency of how ridiculous this is? I think I can.
G'day, you fucking dickheads, and this is Rolf's Nursery. The best place to take your little bogans when they're stepping out of line. Check it out, motherfucker. We got these awesome closets that come in pink or blue. And also, these closets are soundproof, so that when we shove the little fuckers in there and lock the door, nobody can hear the little c***. Check it out, we got candy too. That I myself have laced with roofie. That I definitely have not laced with roofies. And if your little talk's got a tummy ache, no worries. We got all kinds of medicines to help them feel better in no time.